It's the Slam Dunk.
OK, I've been hearing from inside National's camp for months now that all is not well, but no one's been willing to say more than that, really. Shortly, I'll reveal what they're really saying from a whistleblower within, and it's extraordinary. But first, the background. National MPs have slowly been losing confidence in Christopher Luxon as his poll ratings appear to dip month after month, and the last poll had National on 29. It's an appalling result for this time in the electoral cycle, and in my view can be put down to a couple of things. One, Luxon doesn't connect and people don't actually like him, and two, he promised to sort the cost of living crisis. And 2 years in, people are finding life less affordable than ever, and job security is low and unemployment's high. So that's it, really. It's simple. They just don't believe him anymore. And quite frankly, I'd rather not be reporting this kind of news. I'd rather the economy was doing well, people were doing well, and that the government was in a better position to provide the country and all of us voters some kind of stability. I'd rather be doing that because I think the centre-left as an option for government is scary right now. And if they got in, I'd expect thousands of people to leave the country en masse, just like that, bang, gone. So we need this lot to do well, but they are not. Luxon doesn't connect, he's ineffective. His policies are taking time to have the appropriate impact, and the runway's getting shorter and people are losing patience and confidence. Sure, it was never a 3-year fix, but he never said that, and people wanted something to work sooner. And National MPs need to consider what they do next very carefully, because doing nothing might well spell electoral defeat and disaster for many. Doing something might be the same, you see. A one-term government can't be ruled out. New Zealand First and Active flourished in the face of a faceless, spineless and clueless National Party, really. So I've been contacted by a National Party staffer who's told me the following. You're right, Luxon's fucked. Luxon is a moron. He spelt cat. He gets bullied by a skinny white guy, Seymour, and he has no idea what the Kiwi struggle is. Massive wanker, weak as piss. He only wants yes men. He hates anyone who challenges him. His intelligence is grossly overrated. He stutters answering the most simple of media questions. Compared to my time in Key's beehive, it's a joke. No one respects Luxon. Not MPs, not staff, not anyone other than his insulated bubble. Over beers, everyone talks shit about him and his office. The Prime Minister's office, fuck everything they touch, especially the hookers, which is the Michael Forbes issue. All the writing is on the wall for a wipeout next year. They're beyond the point of no return. National will hold heartland electorates, so Bish, Chris Bishop, Nicola Willis, and Paul Goldsmith, etc. could be gone if there are fuck-all list seats to rely on. The glory days of Keys polling are long gone. National is about to implode. You can feel it. There's no guarantee Erica Stanford and Bish could lead them into a second term, he says. The number of MPs sitting at their desks thinking, fuck this, what's the point? We're fucked, will be growing by the day. Camps have been forming for months. It is a stunning takedown, and the potential reality within the National Party and the national government, isn't it? You don't sit at 29% in the polls and happily say nothing. Of course, National MPs are worried, and of course they are, and this merely confirms that. But also confirms in the most brutal of ways, doesn't it? My source does not mince his words, and he's been around in and around the National Party for a decade or so. For him to send me this kind of criticism shows how desperate people have become in the beehive and the wider parliamentary complex, and how worried they all are now with the situation. Luxon's office sounds awful. Sycophants on the inside. It's often the case, but a small inner circle who don't take kindly to advice or help, and especially don't like criticism, is a real problem. Being surrounded by yes men is the first mistake in office. You need someone strong to push back. You need a proper sounding board, someone willing to take tough decisions on your behalf sometimes. Luxon can't be over everything, but it appears to be spiralling and unraveling really fast. The best thing National can do is to constantly remind people what the alternative government looks like. Luxon needs to get ruthless really, really quickly. Whether he can or not remains to be seen. But this criticism is amongst some of the most brutal that I've ever seen, and has done so out of utter frustration, isn't it?
Editor-in-Chief with Duncan Garner.